In March of 2022, I applied for the Citi Custom Cash Card. I was a recent college graduate and I wanted to get another credit card with great rewards that was pretty much accepted everywhere. After a few months of research, I found the Citi Custom Cash Card, which at the time was Citi's newest card. Is this card still worth it in 2023 and beyond? What is going on, everyone? This is Riley with the Riley Reform channel, and today I wanted to take a trip down memory lane and build upon when I talked about the Citi Custom Cash Card in my video that I made last year, Best Credit Cards for College Graduates. In this video, however, I would like to discuss any updates to this card and review it to you after using this credit card for over a year now. As you may or may not know, the Citi Custom Cash Card is a no annual fee card. So as long as you pay the statement in full each month, it will make the rewards, which are extremely flexible and adaptive, more than worth it. And speaking of the rewards, let's get into what makes the rewards so special and what ultimately makes this card extremely unique and what makes it stand out from the crowd. The Citi Custom Cash Card, given the name of this card, is custom to how you use it every single month. Unlike other cards like Discover, for example, there are no rotating 5% categories that earn you that cash back. How the Citi Custom Cash Card works is it will earn you that 5% cash back on your top eligible spend category of up to $500 spent each billing cycle. Not all categories that exist can be rewarded as your top spend category either. These are the list of the top spend eligible categories. So these include restaurants, gas stations, grocery stores, select travel, select transit, select streaming services, drugstores, home improvement stores, fitness clubs, and finally live entertainment. So let's take it from the top with an example. Let's say that you spend $500 at a grocery store in one single month, making grocery stores your top spend category. This will mean that you will earn 5% of $500. So in that month, you will earn $25 worth of reward points. Let's take a look at another example. Let's say that you spend $600 worth of groceries in a single month, which honestly may happen with the cost of them recently. You will only earn the 5%, as I mentioned, on the first $500 of your top spend category, and then the rest will be capped at 1%. So in this example, you would earn $25 of reward points for the first $500 spent, and then $1 worth of reward points on the remaining $100 spent. So $26 total of the $600 of groceries spent. Finally, let's look at one more example at how flexible these rewards can be. Let's say that you spend $300 in groceries and $200 in restaurants in a single month. So would you earn $25 in rewards from this as well, since they are both eligible top spend categories? Well, the answer is no, because you only earn the 5% on the top eligible spending category. So in this case, you would earn $15 from groceries and $2 from the restaurants, totaling $17 on your $500 spent. And those three types of examples are just about every single scenario that you can use with the Citi Custom Cash Card in terms of the rewards that it offers you. And this scenario shows the biggest flaw with this card, but only a flaw depending on how you end up using this card. In my opinion, I could see two types of people using this card. There are the individuals that apply for one single credit card and just want to use it without thinking what category they are spending in. There is nothing wrong with this option. Some people just don't have the time or energy to want to maximize their credit card reward points. This card does also reward this type of behavior, however. For a lot of people, it feels nice to be rewarded without having the effort of thinking what card I should be using and where I should be using all the time. Just by simply using the card, it will automatically adapt to your highest spend category, and then you know you'll be earning the most reward points that you could be. I would say this credit card is close to the most autopilot credit card that you can get, but I'm hesitant to say that it's the absolute best because of other options that exist, such as the Citi Double Cash Card. But that is a topic for a different video. Ultimately, if you can use your credit card in this way, and this is how Citi would prefer that you use the card, I would say though that it is not the best option for you to use this card for yourself. There are other types of people that use credit cards where they want to maximize the rewards potential, like myself, for example. The other other way to use this card is to maximize your top eligible spend category and then switch to a different card. So the Citi Custom Cash Card was, for me, always my second credit card. I signed up for it because of the welcome bonus, and I take advantage to the max at seeing how many rewards points I can get every month. Now I want to address the welcome bonus. So as I mentioned earlier, when I applied for this card, it was one of Citi's newest credit card offerings, and they wanted to reward people who signed up for this card. Because this was Citi's newest credit card, they were offering a huge welcome bonus, like when you apply for a new job, for example. So the bonus was that if you sign up for this credit card and spend $750 within the first 3 months of signing up for the card, they would send you up to $200 of cash back. And I don't know about anybody else, but if you're an adult, it is pretty easy to spend that amount of money in just a few short months. They have since changed the rewards when signing up for this card, however, and now you have to spend more money, but they also give you more time to spend it, which in the end is ultimately better for Citi because they get you using their card for longer. You can earn $200 cash back after spending $1,500 on purchases in the first 6 months of account opening. So is this as good as before? Well, I would definitely say no, because you're required to spend more money and use the card for longer, but thankfully they did give you more time to spend that money. And while the welcome bonus had a significant downgrade, I don't think I can underestimate how effective this card can be and also how rewarding it can be, especially with another card to maximize your earning potential. So let's take a look at how I maximize my reward points. With the types of categories that are eligible for the 5% cash back using the Citi Custom Cash Card, I have only ever had 3 that have been my top spending category for a billing cycle, and that's restaurants, gas stations, and grocery stores. I use this card in conjunction with the Discover student card, which was the first credit card that I ever applied for as a college student. If you're not familiar with Discover, they offer rotating 5% categories as opposed to whatever your most spent category is with the Citi Custom Cash Card. Perhaps I'll make a video dedicated to Discover in the future, but that's how rewards work on some of their cards. If Discover offers grocery stores as the 5% reward category January through March of the year, I will use my Discover card for grocery stores and make sure to use my Citi card for everything else during that period, since I know that I cannot earn 5% on anything other than grocery stores using my Discover card. If Discover offers restaurants as their 5% category April through June of the year, I will make sure to use my Discover card for restaurants and then use my Citi card for everything else, since I know that I cannot earn 5% on anything other than restaurants using my Discover card. So see how that works? It can be pretty slick and pretty rewarding. I know that constantly thinking about what card I have to use to maximize my rewards might not be up everybody's alley, but this is definitely the most rewarding way to use credit cards. I would be lying if I said that I have not messed up which card to use in the past when I'm at a particular restaurant or grocery store or something. When you're in a rush with 20 people behind you, yeah, maybe you will use the wrong card because, you know, you're in a rush. But ultimately, if you do want to earn the most money and earn the most rewards possible, this is the best way to do it. And this is obviously not the way that credit card companies want you to use their cards, since they just want you to use one card for everything. But ultimately, I think the little bit of extra effort that it takes to think of what card to use might be more rewarding for you in the long term, and I hope my explanation helps you out a little bit. I also think that it would be very beneficial to quickly show the Citi app and show you how it functions. So I'm going to show you the Citi app on my iPhone and show you a little bit of its functionality. Okay, so I have grabbed my iPhone and I have opened up the Citi app. So I just opened the app after I signed in, made an account, all that stuff. Obviously, I already have all of that set up, but I just want to quick show you what it looks like. I'm not going to get in depth on this app or anything, but you'll see whatever credit cards you have, and I have the Citi Custom Cash Card that is at the top with the current balance as well as the number and available credit. And there's a few things. Obviously, Citi is a big company. They offer a lot of different options like different loans and bank accounts and all that stuff, even investing options, which I certainly will not get into. You can check your FICO scorecard, for example, see your transactions, you can view statements and view transactions. And then if I keep scrolling on the homepage, there's different things like credit cards, banking, lending, investing, blah, blah, blah. But the one thing I wanted to mainly show is you can click. So if you scroll up to the top, you can see that there is your credit card. So I'm going to click on this credit card, and that brings you to the credit cards tab at the top. Of course, there's an ad. They want you to sign up for stuff. Just ignore that, Okay, I promise it's very annoying, and now it's gonna make me sign in again. Once it signs in, and I'm just showing you everything just to show you how the app works. I find it a little buggy sometimes, but as you're scrolling up, you can see thank you from Citi. So these are the rewards that you get, the reward points. So my front runner is gas, and I've spent $69. That's funny. So I spent $69 so far on gas this billing cycle, which is every month. And you'll see if you scroll to the right, it will show you how many rewards you have. It shows you what your front runner is for your category, and then shows you how many rewards you do have. If you keep scrolling, it shows you your spending for May and how your spending is distributed. You see that I've spent the most money on services, so whatever services is. But I'm gonna click view details on the rewards because this is about rewards after all. So view details. Now it brings me to redeem. There's a few different ways you could redeem points, like cashback, gift cards, points, book travel, or more ways. So cashback is like you'll get it on a statement. Gift cards is like maybe you want an Amazon gift card or whatever. Shop at points is like if you're checking out at Amazon, it lets you apply reward points to your purchase, and then it just gets taken right off the transaction to save a little bit more points wise. So maybe you'll get like a $100 gift card for $95, for example. Okay, so funny enough, I actually couldn't find a card that offered a lower point to cash conversion ratio, but Citi does do sales occasionally where like they'll have, you can redeem this gift card for a percentage off or something, so you can keep that in mind as well. But for right now, this would be just as good as using cash or applying cash back to your statement, which is typically what I've done in the past. So that was the Citi app. Ultimately, I do think it's a bit buggier and more glitchier to use than the Discover app, and kind of harder to use, I think. I also find that Citi's app is not as user-friendly as Discover's when I try to find basic things like requesting a credit line increase or seeing how many reward points I have. Like on Discover, that stuff is right up front, and Citi, it's like blocked behind different menus and ads and things, which honestly I don't like. So I know an app isn't the biggest part of a credit card, but just keep that in mind, and you should also take that into account for your decision as well. So in conclusion, I think that you should use this card, the Citi Custom Cash Card, in conjunction with another card of your choosing. I personally use Discover as my alternate, but that's just because that's what I applied for in college. If you'd be interested in seeing a Discover video in the future, please let me know down below in the comments, and I will definitely take that into consideration. And definitely also let me know, what credit cards do you use? What credit cards do you find the most rewarding to use? Are there any that I should cover in the future? Should I make another video? Let me know down below in the comments. I really do appreciate each and every one of you watching my video. Please consider subscribing so you can catch more videos like this in the future, as I plan to make more credit card and personal finance related videos. I hope walking through the app and explaining the way the Citi Custom Cash Card rewards work was very beneficial for you, and I also hope you enjoyed the video. I also do have a few other socials linked down below, like TikTok and Instagram and that sort of stuff, so if you're interested in checking me out there, all those links are down below. Otherwise, that has been it for the video. This is Riley with the Riley Reformed channel. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope your day is as pleasant as you are.